Hey guys, Andy here from Mediocre Hobbies coming at you with the next 3D printing style video. As you guys know, I like to do at least one 3D printing video every single week. Usually it's to do with one of the awesome companies that support this channel, and that is exactly what's going to happen in today's video. This time we are working with, once again, Anvil Industries, who we do a video for each and every month. Every month we tend to focus on their kind of monthly bundle. Last month I did not do that. They had this awesome little vehicle released on their website, and I decided to ask them if I could have the files for that, which they very kindly sent me over, and I built and painted that. But this month I'm coming back over to their monthly releases, because this month they are working on Special Forces miniatures. So this is a set of 3D sculpted miniatures that allow you to construct and build awesome Special Forces style figures. They remind me a lot of the Navy SEALs, and there is a million miniature games out there that are based around this concept, these Special Forces teams. And I, for one, would love to give them a try. They did it over on Guerrilla Miniatures. They played a couple of campaigns of that particular game set. I can't remember what the game set is actually called now. If you guys know what the game is actually called, please put it in the description below so I can, or in the comments below so you can remind me. It's a very cool concept. And I do like the idea of following a specific team through a bunch of different missions or a bunch of different stories. And with Anvil Industries bundled, it would allow you to do that. You could use the same heads for each person, so you'd have specific characters. But you could change their weapon loadouts. You could paint their camo in different colors for different theaters of war and stuff. And I think it'd be awesome. They've also thrown in a little cheeky Easter egg with this particular bundle. They have some unhelmeted faced sculpts, so some heads. And I recognized them as soon as I saw them. I don't know if many other people will. I'm going to be painting up one of those characters in today's video. I'm even going to choose parts that remind me of how he stands, how he walks, how he moves, and how he fights in the TV show that he's from. So if you know, you know. Let me know in the comments below if you can figure out what this character is from. Two of the characters are based off of two of the characters from the show. I don't think I'm wrong on this. They didn't tell it to me anywhere. They haven't posted it anywhere. But I'm fairly sure it is, and it's pretty cool. Before I get into the video, I just want to say a huge thank you to all of my patrons. You guys are heroes, as always. Thank you for your continued support. If you guys want to jump in on that support, there's links down in the description below, access to a private Discord server, and an extra vlog style video every single day are just two of the awesome benefits you get for being involved. Thank you guys so much. Let's get stuck in to painting this model. Okay, and these are the amazing Special Forces miniatures that I've decided to print out and get some paint on. I'm going to be picking one specific character to paint. He is the main character of said show that we probably can't say for copyright reasons. But I've made a bunch of other ones. So this guy's running forward. He's got his like mask up, his rifle down to his side, and he's got a combat knife out. So maybe he's going to run forward and take out a sentry or something on the sly, on the quiet. And he's sneaking through or something like that. So he's pretty cool. There's lots of different parts to do, lots of different poses, lots of different equipment and weapons. Here's the guy, and he's on the little tactical computer that's on their chest, whether he's, checking maps or whether. I have no idea how that thing works, but it's pretty cool, and it seems to be a pretty accurate representation of what some characters think. I wish I'd printed out a weapon for this guy that's on his back, or something like that. I didn't think about that when I was putting him together. This is the main guy that I shall be painting today. The reason I left him as an unhelmeted head is so he looks like the character. He's got a scar, silence, sculpt, looks awesome in a kind of walking quietly pose, which is very reminiscent of him in the show. He looks absolutely incredible. This is one of the things Anvil Industries does best, is like Special Forces style characters. So many different models made for so many different like miniature agnostic games. It's super exciting. Okay, so I got him sprayed black, and then I got him sprayed gray sear, and then I'm going to start applying contrast to base coat the model in. So this is where artistic flair kind of has to come into play a little bit. So for instance, this guy I'm going to do in desert camo. So serving in the Middle East somewhere. I love the look of the desert camo. I think it just looks so cool. So I'm going to start with Agro's Dunes and apply this to the miniature. Now, if you think about it, a standard like US soldier now deployed in the Middle East somewhere desert related, they're desert from head to toe, which of course makes sense. That's camouflage. They're gonna their rifle is that color, their entire armor, their webbing, their boots, their helmet, everything. And it looks awesome on a model, like a person, but on a miniature, I think it doesn't work. I think it would just look all like too samey. It would just be this entire like beigey color the entire way down. And I don't think I can pull that off looking nice. So I'm going to have to use a little bit of artistic freedom to break it up. So I'm going to use black Templar contrast. And I'm going to choose specific areas of the miniature that I want to blacken up. So obviously his boots, It's a fairly standard thing. It's okay to have black boots. They wouldn't have in there, but I know that, so please don't jump down my throat for this. Black boots, but then I'm going to go for like his knee pads, and then his entire chest rig I'm going to do in black. I know it doesn't make a lot of sense, but I think it will look better. I think artistic freedom when it comes to painting miniatures like this is important. There's definitely a sense of what something really is versus what's going to look nice on a miniature. And I think the way that I went is going to push it the right direction. Even before now, I wasn't sure whether I was going to bother doing his rifle in the tan color because I was worried about it being too tan. Once I added in the black to the other parts of the miniature, I felt way more comfortable introducing the rifle to the tan color scheme and adding a little bit of black into it. And this is where those like primary blocked in colors started to look like, and I liked it. I was like, okay, this feels very cool. I'm happy with this. Guilliman flesh was then applied, of course, to his face, his neck. He's, of course, got his beard. He's obviously a later season character. So I'm forgiving you for what you guys did to me in the end of season 6. But anyway, we won't get into that. Broke my goddamn heart. No, we're not doing it. So with the skin applied, then it's time to choose a nice brown color for his beard and hair. So we went for Gargak Sewer, and we applied that to both areas. Nothing special, just being careful not to hit the face and getting that blocked in really nice. Now that's pretty much all the like colors blocked in. There's not really a lot else to do on a model like this. Like I said, basing this on actual military like fatigue, so it's pretty much all they have. Nuln oil was then used. I want to darken everything down and pull it right down and pull it together so that I can then kind of layer it up a little bit. The tan color took the black wash really, really well. The rifle looked incredible after it. Literally looks like a scar. I was really happy with it. And then of course all over his fatigues is webbing, all of the entire miniature. Just another really quick step just to add some shade to it. Like I said, we did him in desert camo, so it only makes sense. We're going to use desert sand from AK to put on his base. And now that the model is dried, the kind of base is nearly finished up, it's time to layer it up. So I actually went for 2 thin coats of Vampire Fang. You probably could have gone for like, oh, I don't know. There's a bunch of different tan colors that would have worked for it. But Vampire Fang was the hand, and I think it looks really nice. And I'm going to go in and layer up all of the tan areas. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be very scratchy with it. I'm not trying to look for like beautiful sweeping lines. I'm not trying to look for like big blocks of color. Like the desert camo is in itself like camouflage. It's a bunch of different tans and stuff like that. And I don't really know how you could possibly paint that. So I think by kind of playing up the painting side of things and going with those kind of scratchy highlights across the fatigues, leaving that like darker browner color behind in not just in the recesses but in a few other bits and pieces, I think your mind kind of pulls it more towards that camouflaged state. At least I think I pulled that off. You guys can let me know in the comments whether you think I pulled it off or whether I just didn't do a good job layering it. And obviously I can be a lot neater and a lot more straight lined across his rifle, because that is just a solid tan color usually, unless the soldier has gone in and added a bit of extra color himself. Like I said, there is a game that I saw being played using all the Special Forces miniatures. It's pretty cool. I can't remember the name of it. I should have looked it up before now. Guerrilla Miniatures was doing a bunch of games on it. That guy, he just knows how to play some awesome games. So I for sure want to go back and look up that. I would love to play through a campaign or a story of Special Forces doing missions as each, story of the campaign will be really cool. Build a little character around it. I have so many great ideas. I feel great ideas for little narrative campaigns for different miniature games. I just need to find the time, the resources to play, record and edit those kinds of games. But hopefully in the near future I can get started on that properly. Okay, we have used a nice darker grey to highlight the rest of the webbing and stuff like that. We're going to add a little bit of lead belcher in for some buckles. There's just a couple, not many at all, honestly. I nearly just didn't bother with the stage because I couldn't really find places to put silver. So the soldiers don't really want reflective surfaces on their gear. After that, we're going to start doing his face. So we're going to go for Dwarven Skin. A very quick highlight. Like I said, there's not really a lot on show. He's wearing his full tactical gloves. So it's just his face and then his neck you got to do. And like I've done in a million videos before, I'm going to use a little bit of dwarf skin for the first coat over the contrast. And then what I like to do is I like to add a little bit of watered down Berserker Blood Shade, which is one of the newer shades from Games Workshop. It's not that new, but it's new to a lot of people. And mixed with a little bit of water. Just do a quick coat on that, just to add some rosiness back into the skin. I find just going for the 3 skin tones leaves you looking a little bit more pale than I think a normal human looks. I didn't show that stage. I never really do. But it's just a little dot. And then you go with the final highlight, tip of nose, top of cheeks, forehead, that kind of thing, to highlight that up will give me the kind of final result on the soldier. And obviously this guy is quite a small scale, so I'm not going to be picking out his eyes or his teeth. There's nothing to show there, there's nothing to see, nothing to paint. And with that we have our finished, I'm going to call him a Navy SEAL because that's what I'm imagining when I paint him up. A little soldier. I think he looks absolutely ace. I think if I had the rest of the 4-man team done up, maybe a Black Hawk or something would be really cool for that Humvee. I love a Humvee, by the way. It's another one of those things that's just in my head as the coolest thing that's ever existed. So I would love one for these guys. Here's a couple of still images of what he will look like on the tabletop. Hopefully you guys get an idea, but I went for with the kind of scratchy result on the fatigues. Let me know if I think I pulled off the camouflage-ish look with him. Would you be happy enough playing with this guy in a miniature game? And if you can help me out with some miniature games which use like Special Forces rules, that would be fantastic. If you guys know them out there, please do share. But yeah, here's the finished product. I'm really happy with it, and I hope you guys are as well. Okay guys, and there we have it. Our finished Navy Steel type soldier is painted up. I went for desert camo, whether he's fighting somewhere in the Middle East or something like that. I really like how he turned out. Just epic sculpt, simple to paint, which is kind of what you want for these kind of miniature games. This is my Anvil Industries case that I keep all of my miniatures in. And it is beyond full now. I've been doing miniatures for these guys for so long. And now I don't know what to do. I'm going to have to get a bigger case to store these guys in better because I keep printing off way more than I need to for my videos because I love it. If you guys want to check out Anvil Industries for yourself, I'll leave it all linked down in the description below. Not only do they give you a monthly bundle, but one of my favorite features they do is the next month, to keep you guys engaged and keep you going, there's an extra little bonus pack that adds on to the previous month. So for instance, I don't know what next month's bundle is, but I know that alongside that bundle, you'll also get a smaller bundle which will bulk the rest of the bits and pieces for the Special Forces. So I'm very excited to see what those are. Maybe they'll give us some heads and equipment to match the other characters from the squad of the TV show or not. I don't know. All I know is I'm excited to see it. Hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below what you thought. Let me know what the name of that damn game is. And if you know what the show is and who the character is meant to represent, please do let me know that as well. Thank you guys so much for sticking around at the end of the video. Make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, all that goodness. Costs you nothing, means the world to me. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.